Hello and welcome. This is GBS Morning News. My name is Florence Ndongo. Now, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga's son, Fidel Odinga, is dead. Fidel was found yesterday morning at his house in Karen after reportedly spending a night out with friends the previous night. The firstborn to former Premier has been described by friends and close associates as a friendly person. Immediately after the news of his death went public, political leaders gathered at the deceased home to condole with the family.
The lifeless body of Raila and Ida Odinga's son was found lying in bed earlier Sunday in his house at Windy Ridge, along Miotoni Road in Karen near the National Defense College. Reports indicate that the youthful businessman had been enjoying his night out in the company of his friends at a high-end restaurant in Westlands before leaving for home at around 1 in the morning.
Family yesterday, I had breakfast with Mama Ida and the Prime Minister at 8 o'clock. I stayed in that home up to 12:30 and was seen off by Fidel and the father. He was a perfectly normal gentleman, and it comes as a shock that barely 12 hours later, we find him dead.
I have personally met with the director of CID, Mr. Mohoro. And my remark to him was, you have a heavy duty to perform. Kenyans will expect nothing but the truth out of this.
Even though the mystery surrounding the tragic demise of Fidel Odinga is still unknown, CID boss Ndegwa Muhora has assured the public on his commitment to retrace his last movement. Court leader Raila Odinga's family is still in the dark of what might have caused the loss of a son too soon. Fidel is also said to have been driven to his home in a taxi and later on accessed the house through the kitchen door to reportedly not disturb his wife.
You know, when there is a trend that starts to emerge, it's only fair for you to speculate and to ask yourself questions. And I think most of us in court are asking ourselves questions. But we need to wait and see what will come out. We don't want to hear a situation where this postmortem takes so many years, and it's like to make people forget. We must know what went wrong. We need to know who was with Fidel, the last moments, and what exactly happened.
A court has lost many members, including my late father, and Otieno Kajwang, and now the son of our court leader. It is a big blow to us. Because we are a small family, and being a small family, just the loss of one person is a devastating blow. We are limping as a coalition, because when our leader is grieving, so are we. And when we lose our members, our family members, it's a very sad thing. So we are grieving, we are in severe loss.
The blow coming too soon and very, very unexpected. As a member of CORD and as a young man who was really going to be a very promising person in the party, we really feel that we have lost somebody very significant for us.
Fidel Castro Odinga was born in 1973 and was the eldest son to former Prime Minister Raila Odinga in a family of 4 children, Rosemary, Raila Jr. and Winnie.
Coincidences are too many because we lost Otieno Kajwang barely 2 months ago under mysterious circumstances. We have lost Fidel under similarly mysterious circumstances. We must get to the bottom of these deaths. This is not just a blow to ODM, but to the entire nation. You cannot have a nation where people do not know what is going to happen the next day. We must fix the state of security. Kenyans must be in a situation where they are sure that they are going to wake up the next morning if they go to bed. So we need to get to the bottom of this. We need to assure Kenyans that these deaths were not masterminded, and if they were masterminded, we need to get to the bottom of it.
He was following his father in his political footsteps, and is said to have been one of those expected to have inherited the then Langata parliamentary seat, now known as Kibra constituency. Brian Ochieng, GBS News.
And as soon as the news of CORD leader Raila Odinga's son's death broke out, Messages of condolences started coming in to his family members, with others taking it to the social media. Top politicians and prominent family friends arrived at his current home in a somber mood. Among them, showbiz celebrities who were often spotted hanging out with Raila's son.
The death of Fidel Odinga came as a shock to many, with leaders from across the political divide and Kenyans alike taking to their social media pages, led by President Uhuru Kenyatta, to condole with Odinga's family. Top politicians, showbiz celebrities and prominent family members arrived at his current home in numbers to show their solidarity with the family. Among those who arrived on Sunday morning was CORD Co-Principal Kalonzo Musyoka, Siaya Senator James Orengo, Nairobi Governor Evans Kidero, members of parliament and a host of youthful friends of Fidel.
May I take this opportunity to pass my sincere condolences and that of my family to the family of the late Fidel, our party leader, his mother Ida. It's a very, very sad loss to have lost Fidel, who is a person we worked with, very industrious, a person we were counting on to even offer himself for leadership at some point in this republic.
Today is a dark day for all of us. It's a real shock that we woke up to the news of the passing on of Fidel Odinga. Let me just take this opportunity on my behalf of my family and the people of Homa Bay County to pass our very deepest condolences to Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, Mama Dr. Ida Odinga, the entire Odinga family, the people of this nation for the loss of a very young, talented, promising man who had a long and a bright future ahead.
The news of the passing of our friend Fidel Odinga has been a big shock today. It's the start of the year. It is not something you expect for a person who's still very youthful and young to be suddenly gone. So it is very sad, and at this moment I just ask all people of good faith to pray for the family, to give strength to our party leader Raila Odinga, Mama Ida Odinga. In the natural order of things, we expect that it is the children who will bury their parents, and it's very painful to see parents having to bear the loss of their child.
It is with a deep heart that we learned of the death of Fidel. I would like to send my sincere condolences to the family, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, Mama Ida, brothers and sisters of Fidel, the entire Odinga family, the ODM family, the CORD fraternity, the entire nation. This is a loss to the entire nation.
Former President Mwai Kibaki sent his condolence message, and I quote, "I join the family of the Odingas in mourning the passing on of Raila Odinga's son, Fidel Odinga, a young man with a promising future whose life has been cut short rather abruptly. I pray that Raila and Ida Odinga and their children find peace in God's fathomless grace, even as they try to come to terms with, let alone bear this huge loss. May the Almighty God rest Fidel's soul in eternal peace." President Uhuru Kenyatta also sent his condolence message, and I quote, "On behalf of my family, the government and the people of Kenya, and on my own behalf, please accept our deepest sympathies and heartfelt condolences. The passing of Fidel has robbed Kenya of a promising young man whose contribution to nation building will be missed by all."
And a section of rowdy youths from Kibra constituency on Sunday morning sought to seek answers on the cause of death of Raila Odinga's son. The group walked all the way from Kibera chanting slogan songs until they reached Fidel Karen's home, causing a standstill.
Tension was high on Sunday morning at Fidel Odinga's home in Karen, after a section of youth stormed the house and started shouting slogan songs, causing havoc. The commotion that was calm with the help of security officials guarding the house led to the breakage of a window pane. After their efforts bore no fruits, they decided to camp outside crying with disbelief. Earlier, they were seen walking along Ngong Road, heading to Karen, where they were going to seek answers that they never received. Fidel Odinga, who is the eldest son of CORD leader Raila Odinga, passed on Sunday morning after a night out with friends. With the cause of his death still unknown, a forensic test is underway to determine what might have caused the demise of the 41-year-old prominent businessman. Brian Uching, GBS News.